With the launch of Season 3, it was revealed that Dr. Slone is still alive and has a certain rescuer. She is now exploring the new biome, trying to discover its origin and Kickstarter plan. But how did Dr. Slone even survive? What has she been doing since we last saw her? Who is her rescuer? How did this jungle biome get here? And will Dr. Slone redeem herself? There are a lot of questions to answer, so keep on watching to find out everything you need to know about Chapter 4, Season 2. Starting off with the first question, there are a few things I need to explain. Firstly, we already knew that Dr. Slone was going to survive back in Chapter 3, Season 2. So even if the reason for how she is still alive doesn't make much sense, it doesn't really matter much since she is arguably one of the most important characters in the storyline, and they aren't going to throw away such an important character so early on. Secondly, when Dr. Slone's tank got smashed, she was still inside, but the tank never blew up, which is why she is still alive. Furthermore, in the gameplay trailer, we can see the tank in the background now overrun by nature. Moving on to the next question, what has Dr. Slone been doing since we last saw her? Well, I believe that she has been trapped underneath the map when she fell all the way to the bottom of the map. She probably fell into the collider, which took her to where the jungle biome was. So during Zero Fusion, it was brought to the bottom of the map, and she has been stuck in there until the jungle biome was recently revealed when the ground cracked open. Which leads me to my next question, who is her rescuer? The most likely possibility is that the Shapeless Man is responsible. In Season 1, the Rift Warden mentioned that the Shapeless Man is impatient for the completion of the Rift Gate, but we never knew why until now. If my theory is correct, the Shapeless Man wanted the Rift Gate to fail. After the Rift Gate malfunctioned, cracks started appearing all over the island, accompanied by frequent earthquakes. Finally, in this season, the ground cracked open, revealing the new biome and saving Dr. Slone. Now you might be wondering why the Shapeless Man would want to rescue Slone. Well, if my theory holds true and the Shapeless Man is Geno, it would make sense why he wanted Slone back. As we learned in the previous season, the Lost Reality is attempting to make a comeback to the island, and Geno cannot allow that to happen, so he devised a master plan that perfectly connects all the seasons in this chapter.
Are impossible to date using traditional methods. I don't like it. And, of course, no sign of catastrophic damage. It's as if the residents just vanished. But before they did, they left a message. And I know, but I think I'm the one intended to find it. I can tell. The apparatus uses kinetic ore prisms to manipulate light. If my instincts are right, I need to get it working. Now, I've scoured the villages of the people who lived here. Their inventions, their writings, they used refined kinetic ore to create amazing technologies. They were scientists, visionaries. And now, all we have of them is relics.
We know that in Chapter 3, Season 3, the 0 Point tried signaling to the 7 not to free it from the imagined order. So I think Slone is trying to make a device out of kinetic ore to track down the 0 Point and protect it before the Lost Reality gets to it. Moving on to the last question, will Dr. Slone redeem herself? Well, there have been several theories circulating that suggest Dr. Slone might undergo redemption this season. While I do believe there is potential for a redemption arc, I don't think it will occur in the current season. It feels a bit early for such a significant character development, and she could still end up siding with Geno and continue being evil. However, it's possible that her redemption could take place towards the end of Chapter 4 in the end event. That's all for today's video. So far I am loving the new season and the storyline finally feels connected. Also, if you haven't watched my 2 other playlists explaining the storyline in the last 2 seasons, go watch them right up here.